right, that was 5 pounds of tomatoes in my crock pot. I'm coming in with some onions, and I'm gonna use about half of these onions. Don't wanna fill this up. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna use all these onions. I really like onions. And that was 1 onion that we sliced. Oh, it smells so good. I'm gonna come in with 1 bulb of garlic that is ready to go. Now I have here some basil, and we're just gonna go ahead and cut this basil right into our crock pot with our onions and with our tomatoes. This is gonna be such an easy and delicious, crock pot meal for the upcoming colder seasons. I love making this when I'm feeding a big crowd. It is such a crowd pleaser. I think I need more basil than that, so I'm just gonna go ahead. Make sure you don't get any stems in there because that will not go over well. Okay, that looks like enough basil. Now I'm coming in with some red bell peppers. This is 2 red bell peppers that I quartered, and we're putting them right in our crock pot with our tomatoes, our onions, and everything good. This is gonna be so good, you guys. It's all my favorite things in the crock pot, just like this. Oh yeah, okay, perfect. All right, now we're gonna season this. I have some Italian seasoning, and we're just gonna sprinkle that right on top of the entire crock pot. Now this is a lot of servings, so you gotta make sure to season it properly. We're of course gonna add some salt. You need some salt with all of those tomatoes. It will just really complement it and bring out those flavors beautifully. Okay, perfect. Now with salt, we always gotta do some pepper. Now, if there's any of these seasonings that you don't like, you can totally skip them. I'm doing this to my liking, and you can do it to your liking. Now I'm gonna add some red pepper crushed. And we gotta make sure to really get a good amount of this out, because this is gonna shine beautifully with all of those acidic flavors. Okay, we're almost done here. Now I'm gonna add 4 cups of my vegetable broth. Right into our crock pot. And that's gonna help those seasonings travel down to our tomatoes, to our onions, to our garlic. And it's gonna bring the perfect amount of moisture that we're gonna need for this dish. Oh my. Okay, so 4 cups is this entire container. Beautiful. Okay, this is ready to start cooking. We're gonna put our lid on top and put this on high. All right, our crock pot is almost ready, so I'm gonna grab these French sandwich rolls. They were on clearance, which is perfect for what we're making. I think I'm gonna start off with 2 of these, and we are gonna cut these into small pieces, just like so. Oh my goodness, you can use whatever bread you want for this, and if they're a day old, it's even better, but this is gonna go so beautifully with what we're cooking in that crock pot, and I cannot wait to share how easy this is gonna be. So we're gonna cut them just like so, and then probably 1 more time for even smaller pieces. All right, so we just cut it horizontal. Now I'm gonna bring in my sheet pan, and we are gonna spread these out with some distance apart. Okay, I think I'm gonna add 1 more loaf. What do you think?
Yes.
All right, so I ended up using all 4 of those sandwich rolls. Now I'm coming in with my olive oil, and we are going to just drizzle this right over our bread pieces. Make sure a little bit gets on each bread piece, just like so. Oh my gosh, I see a few that are missing. It's okay to add a little too much, but you don't want too little. Now the only seasoning I'm gonna add to this is some garlic salt, but you could add pepper, Italian seasoning, whatever you like. I'm just keeping it simple so that it doesn't take away from our main dish. Beautiful. Okay, my oven is set to 450, and these are gonna be in there for about 7 to 10 minutes. Oh my goodness, all right. These are our homemade croutons. Look how perfectly crisp they are. We're gonna go ahead and put these to the side and grab our crock pot. All right, it's been 4 hours on high. Let's go ahead and turn this off, and let's check it out. Woo! Look how steamy and delicious this looks. But you know what this is? This is tomato soup. So we gotta go ahead and get our up all the tomatoes and the bell peppers. Let's go ahead and go in. Go right on those bell peppers until it is all liquefied. Right in your crock pot. I love this thing. It is KitchenAid and it is super easy with not spilling things. Look how great this is coming out. Woo! I really love doing this with the hand blender because it just makes it super easy. You could probably even try using a hand mixer, but if you don't have a crock pot, you can make it in a pot. And if you don't have a hand blender, you can put it all in your regular blender and it will be all blended up until it is soup. Oh my goodness, it smells incredible. It's almost fully blended. We don't want any chunks of tomato. We only want a nice, delicious soup. All right, this is ready. We used our hand blender for about 1 to 2 minutes. All right, it's a little foamy from all the blending, but there is tomato soup in there. So let's go ahead and fill up our bowl. The perfect fall time crock pot soup. Oh, see, do you see it right there? Look how delicious and flavorful it looks.
Oh, it looks great.
Yummy. And then, of course, this is optional, but I am the kind of girl that likes some half and half in her tomato soup. So I'm just gonna add a little splash. And then we gotta add our homemade croutons. Oh yeah, look at them just float right on top of our delicious tomato soup. Oh my goodness. Now if you just let this sit on warm, the foam will go in and it will look like the most beautiful soup. Don't you stress. Time to give it a try. Oh yeah. That's incredible, you guys. You gotta try it.